I started making holiday cards after I first adopted my dog from a shelter in 2008. Through the years, I have adopted 10 dogs and I currently have a family of 7 dogs. Every year, my holiday cards are getting bigger and bigger. It started with Lou, who was so puppy-like, the shelter staff thought he was just 2 years old. He turned out to be a senior, a 10-year-old, but nevertheless, he was the perfect dog. He was always well-coiffed and well-behaved. The best way to describe him is regal. He made me realize how many special dogs in shelters are looked over just because they are seniors. Lou had many solos in our first few holiday cards. My next dog was 15-year-old Bitty Bear, who had no idea he was old, had warts, no teeth, and several medical issues. A beautiful apricot poodle, he was always happy and had a perpetually wagging helicopter tail. Then came Cisco, who was saved from death row. Chihuahuas are not my favorite breed, but Cisco grew on me. He loves to give kisses and he will sit beside me, always ready to pounce if he thinks I might be threatened. And so my holiday card had 3 old gentlemen with me. And then there was Benji, who I saved after he was dumped in a shelter with a broken leg. And then came Selena, who was stuck in a rescue for 6 months because she was plain looking. Selena is so affectionate and charming. She is a favorite with any guests in my home. Our next card continued to grow. Even with Lou and Bitty Bear gone, my family continued to grow. I adopted Dora, who was left in the yard without food for days at a time by her former owners. My next dog, Fluffy, a Bichon Frise, was my most short-lived adoption. His owner died and the spouse of his owner went to a nursing home. I got Fluffy, who loved to pose for pictures and videos, and he figured in 2 of our holiday cards. And then came Spencer, who was trafficked between the West Coast and down south before a rescue gave him to me to keep forever. Spencer to this day is a very anxious dog, except with me. Lastly, I adopted the duo of Dino and Tino. I was only going to adopt Dino, but when I learned he was dropped off with a senior dog, Tino, I couldn't leave Tino behind. It turned out to be a necessary thing to do because Tino turned out to be blind and Tino was his seeing eye dog. Family and friends who visit me always get to pose with my dogs. My friends have been taking the photos I have been using for my holiday cards year after year. And so for 2017, here is the holiday card we came up with. I think we're all gonna have a very Merry Christmas.